Radiant team back.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be the first game of NaVi versus Double Dimension. We did have a couple of hiccups, so there was a bit of a delay getting into the game, but we are here this time. And now, it's going to be Lich Earthshaker picked up by Double Dimension. Meanwhile, on the side of NaVi, it's going to be Faceless Void and Scarith Mage, a combination that you don't see too often, but seems pretty darn effective with that Chronosphere into the Scarith as well. It's going to be able to lock down, do a lot of damage if you can find the carry, maybe the main hero that you want to be locking down with the Faceless Void, Chronosphere, Scarith, with the silencers, and just that so massive.
Dire team bad.
Just the amount of damage that it outputs, it is an extremely strong spell. So NaVi looking for that combo right off the bat. Whether it's going to be an offlane Void or if it's going to be that carry Void, it remains to be seen.
Radiant team pick.
But Double Dimension picking up the standard Lich Earthshaker. Good combo at the minute. It's two really strong in meta heroes. The band's going to be the Clockwork, the Necrophos, the Pugna, as well as that Nature's Prophet. And now on the side of NaVi, they ban out the Enchantress, the Night Stalker, the Drow Ranger, as well as the Venomancer.
5 seconds remaining.
So NaVi just using the time, going into the reserve time to look for this third pickup. I wonder if they're going to go for something else that goes with the Faceless Void as well as the Scarith Mage. They've got, oh, there's countless options. You've got the Queen of Pain that you can put in the mid lane just for that Sonic Wave. Goes for the Orchid as well, so it's an extra little bit of magic burn damage.
Dire team pick.
They are just going to pick up the Doom for now. Doom being a great single target lockdown hero. You can throw the silence out from Scarith Mage. You've got the Doom that's got the Doom ultimate that can silence another hero, which means that effectively if Faceless Void can get the 3-man Chronosphere off, you can silence up and stop in the tracks the entire 5-man team for Double Dimension. Double Dimension, though, what are they going to pick up in return? Maybe something that counters up. I mean, the Weaver is seeing a lot of play at the minute. Good Lincoln Sphere carrier to block that Doom. The Morphlin as well, seeing a couple of matches. This qualifiers in the Perfect World qualifiers. I'm sure it's been played throughout the rest of qualifiers too. And again, it remains to be seen whether the Earthshaker is going to be played. It's been played between the position 3 and the position Rob in position 4. So, Double Dimension. What do they want to draft? The Broodmother is still there as well. We've seen that ban out pretty much every single match, apart from a couple yesterday for M19. Who sadly did get eliminated by Vega last night, but the qualifiers move on, and so do we.
Radiant team pick.
It's going to be the Batrider for Double Dimension. That's, yeah, again, it's a standard, it's a decent pickup. If you can get the lockdown onto the Scarith Mage or even the Doom first, the Faceless Void will still be able to throw the Chronosphere out, locking one of his teammates in if there is a lasso going, but it is better than the alternative to the teammate being dragged to his potential death.
5 seconds remaining.
But again, it is a standard pickup, and this looks like it is going to be the offlane now, so it looks like it is going to be the Lich Earthshaker support combo. Batrider in that offlane. Meanwhile, NaVi. It looks like it could be the Doom off the Faceless Void in that position 1 Scarith Mage support. Looking for the mid laner now as well as the second support. Taking the time, a minute left on the pickup. I mean, it depends whether they're going to run this Scarith. You do really see the supports as a roaming duo per now, but as far as it goes, Scarith Mage is a little bit more of a babysitter than
Legion Commander.
Oh damn. So, Faceless Void, carry, Legion Commander, mid lane? Doom in the off, maybe? Or maybe even a double off lane with the Doom and the Legion Commander. Scarith Mage is that
10 seconds remaining.
hero that dips in and out of the lane as support. You've got
5 seconds
one more hero
remaining.
left. And I wonder if it's going to be the Spirit Breaker is still there as well. Meanwhile, on the side of Double Dimension, what do they do against this triple melee core lineup coming out for NaVi?
Radiant team ban.
It's going to be the Timbersaw, so that's quite effective against the Faceless Void, the Doom as well as the Legion Commander. It means the LC needs to be careful about throwing out these duels, just because the Timbersaw can throw that Chakram down for the extra sustained damage on the Legion Commander. The reactive armor going to be stacking up.
10 seconds
Even with the
remaining.
extra damage coming out from the Faceless Void, the Doom being able to doom out the
5
Timbersaw as
seconds
well.
remaining.
It's still a really good hero. Really effective hero. And NaVi, what are they going to try and do to counter it? The LC can run the Silver Edge to try and break the reactive armor. Doom obviously is a Doom that can Doom and try and stop the Timbersaw from escaping. So even though he does have the stack in reactive armor,
Dire team ban.
if he can't get himself away, eventually he has to die. At some point he has to die with the Doom on. And the Viper going to be banned up by NaVi there. Again, a really strong hero, just tries to, well, effectively does win the lane.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds
This
remaining.
could even be a mid Timbersaw, depending on the way NaVi want to run their lineup.
Dire
Timbersaw
team
could be the counter, as the Queen of Pain is banned out now from Double Dimension, so they don't want yet another effective spell to synergize with the Faceless Void. Faceless Void, again, if you can get heroes that do throw out those spells from outside the Chronosphere just to do the damage inside, it's going to be the Medusa for double damage. Double Dimension even, sorry. Let's refer to them as DD from now on. But DD, so the full lineup is going to be the Lich Earth Shaker, Batrider, Timbersaw, as well as Medusa and NaVi. Faceless Void, Scarith, Doom, Legion Commander. And about 30 seconds to pick up this final hero.
5 seconds remaining.
And it's going to be the
Choose your hero.
Zeus. So that is the magic damage needed again, with the Aghanim Scepter as well, being able to throw out that second ultimate over Crystallizes Chronosphere. Whether he's going to rush the Ags or not, we'll have to wait and see. But again, the Timbersaw will be in a little bit of trouble. Dendy being able to throw those Thunderbolts out. So the lineups, it's going to be Crystallized, Seneko, Roger, General and Dendy. Crystallized on the Faceless Void, Seneko on the Scarith Mage, Roger on the Doom, General on the Legion Commander, and Dendy playing the Zeus. Meanwhile, on the side of Double Dimension, it's going to be the LeBron on the Lich, No Fear on the Earthshaker. We've got Gold on the Batrider, Ragix onto the Timbersaw, and it's going to be Undershock on the Medusa. So the game is about to get underway. We've got the standard TPs to the lane. Seneko
Prepare
already
for
up there
battle.
on the Scarith Mage, and now No Fear just rotating in. What's he got himself? Just got himself the 3 wards. Oh. Yeah, so he's got himself the 3 wards. Gets the 2 blocks off. Or at least the 1 block, and then the lane ward. As Crystallized does move over into the smoke. Roger, gonna rotate behind No Fear. Is there gonna be... It looks like it's actually gonna be Is this a jungle doom? It looks like it is going to be the jungle doom, as Roger can dip in and out the lane like we see the Enchantress do as well. You get the enchant up onto the creeps, just hang around the Radiant jungle around there and just dip themselves in and out of the safe lane just to offer support where needed. Seneko, are they going to try and go aggressive as the Fisher comes out? Seneko trying to walk himself up onto the high ground, crystallized there as well. Rajix is going to be able to pick up the rune. It's going to be 2 runes each. The chase comes out onto floor though. It's a decent amount of magic damage just coming from Seneko, and they might just carry on throwing this out. Seneko getting pretty deep, and he gets himself a ward as well, so he's going to be able to see the rotations in and out there. It's really good vision just to see. If we take a look, anything coming from the jungle, coming down from the lane as well, trying to get the wrap around and not just going straight through the lane. So it looks like it's going to be Crystallized and Seneko in the top lane, trying to throw the damage out from Scarith Mage onto Rajix, and he is taking a lot of damage. The reactive armor is going to be used up, but at level 1 you can only get the 5 stacks max. So not going to be effective for that regen. And Rajix in a lot of trouble, backs himself away. The Fisher is going to be there, so Crystallized can't follow up with any more damage. Meanwhile in the mid, Dendy not scared of getting up onto the dire high ground, especially with those snakes bouncing around. But no fear, rotates in through. He just has to wait for his mana to come up, and there's no vision in the river. As Dendy hiding himself in the trees, he sees no fear now. The Fisher is going to fly. But under shock. Doesn't really have the damage output at level 2. Just has 1 point in the Mystic Snake, which will be able to do a lot of mana management damage, I guess. But as far as actually being able to secure the kills, it's not the best in the world. Meanwhile, bottom lane, General is there with gold. It looks like 6 for 1, 2 to 0. General is getting a little bit of a better trade as Lich now chasing away Scarith Mage from the lane. LeBron just trying to keep Seneko at arm's distance.
Double damage. Yes.
And Roger is just devouring his way through the jungle. I like this as well. Gets the shard split just in case, you know, just in case there's any rotations, any ganks. He can still farm himself up. No fear, gonna get bouldered, and the clarity cancelled. So no fear moves himself down to the bottom lane just to offer a little bit of support, but obviously General know this is happening. Still hanging around looking for the last hits. And again, gold has no mana. There's no sticky napalm stacks up onto General either. So just relying on right clicks if you're going to try and find harass onto General. Meanwhile, top lane, Rajix, the pull is there. He's trying to step himself up to get his farm. He's got 1 point into the Timber Chain, 2 into the reactive armor now as well. So the 10 stacks could make all the difference, as he can just wander himself into the small camp. Look for the 10 stacks and the heals, and then back himself away. So General, bottom lane, is starting to get a decent amount of farm to the 6 to 1 of the Batrider. Sticky Napalm, he's trying to use it as much as possible. He's got the mango, and General just tries to charge him down. As No Fear once again bouldered up by Roger. He's got himself the Infernal Blade now as well, so No Fear needs to be careful, can't let Roger get into range. Just for that mini stun and an extra little bit of harass as well. The Fisher does come out. And it looks like both heroes just content to try and do a little bit of trading. No Fear going to come off the worst for wear. Meanwhile, back on the bottom lane. Gold, still no mana to speak of. Got himself the mango, but wants to keep that to go into the soul ring. As General is level 4. 18 last hits. Doom comes from behind with Seneko and the Scarith Mage. Is this going to be the first blood? Gold taking a lot of right-click damage. Pops the Fairy Fire to try and keep himself alive, but it's going to be Seneko securing the first blood. No fear. Trying to wrap around. He's got LeBron there as well. Are they going to try and go for a kill? But with General backing up, it looks like General could even find one. Seneko getting pretty down low. The creeps. Is it going to be the lane creeps securing that kill? So it is split as General finds the kill onto LeBron, and now Roger trapped in there as well. Undershock does come through and gets the kill onto Roger as General gets another kill, return kill, with the 3 points into his queue. Salves himself up, and he looks like he's going to be able to get himself away now as well. Doom instantly TPing himself to the shrine, just looking for that backup if needed, but it looks like General going to be able to get himself out alive and well. Meanwhile, up on the top lane, Crystallize has been left alone with the Timbersaw, which means the Timbersaw should be able to get up a decent amount of farm. Or at least a few last hits. He has picked up the 3 points of the reactive armor, not gone for the Will and Death just yet. The Timber Chain does come through. Crystallize taking a little bit of harass there. And it looks like Zeus. Dandy looking for the rune. And it is going to be an arcane rune. This is going to be great, especially with the Thunder God's Wrath there as well.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
The rotation from DD coming through the jungle. No fear leading the line. Another shock is there as well. If they want to try and make a move onto Roger, who is spotted out by LeBron, is there going to be a Fissure to block him in? Enchant Totem, right click, use the Fissure just to help for now as the Scorching Earth does come out. Gold trying to come in. It looks like this is going to be a dead Roger. He does evade the Fissure, but eventually No Fear finds the kill. As Dendy still in the mid lane, getting as many last hits as he can. 2.8k net worth, only sitting about 50 gold behind Undershock. You want bottom lane? They are making a move onto General. But Seneko's there to back him up. No fear, the TP is going to be able to get him out. Takes a little bit more. Just as a goodbye present from Seneko, the damage they're coming up, but nothing major. Meanwhile, top lane. Brejix moves himself to the camp as Roger just backs himself away, I think, outside of the vision. And once again, General's there, Seneko hiding, looking for the pull. And LC has the level 6 now, so this could be with Seneko though. He is only level 3 though. Top lane. Regic's trying to contest Crystallize, but he does have the time walk, so Crystallize getting pretty low. No time walk for 14, and now Roger just walks himself up, but with Flow sitting on 15 reactive armor, I don't think there's going to be any right clicks from the two heroes that are going to be able to bring him down low enough to find the kill.
Time is money.
Yes.
So Roger, what's he got last hit wise? He is sitting on 14, trying to soak up a few in the lane now as well. As Dandy does rotate through, he uses the arcane rune now as well. Got himself the level 8. Undershock, I think they were looking for a ward there, but it is going to be spotted onto the high ground. Undershock just trying to get a whatever harass he can onto Dendy. As meanwhile, top lane, it looks like Regic's throwing out the harass onto Roger, and Roger does need to be careful because the Whirling Death, the Chakram is skilled up at least 1 point in that now. So Roger just backs himself up to the tier 1 tower, playing it safe. As Dandy looks for the ward on the die side of the river, but they do have No Fear hanging around, looking to block him in if he does go too far up. So Undershock, 4 points into the Mystic Snake now, and this is where Dendi does need to be very careful. Because the damage coming out, not only the mana drain coming out from it, but just the pure damage that the Snake puts out can put Dendi in a lot of trouble. So gold. Just playing it safe, hanging himself back. If we take a look at the last hits, he is on 28 now. But Seneco's going to be there to harass him down once again. Seneko just looking for that level 6, looking to get the Mystic Flare online as quick as possible, so soaking lanes where the main core heroes have rotated off as general in the jungle. And it is 3-4-3, 10 minutes in. As it looks like, is it a smoke? It's just a stack. That's a decent, is that a triple stack? It looks like it is a triple stack coming up from Undershock, who will be able to farm with the help of maybe the Earthshaker. Those 3 ancients up. So Seneko, level 5 now. The Fisher comes in, the block. Is it going to be a lasso back? It looks like General just moves himself away. As once again, the Ancients are stacked. Undershock looking for the quick farm with the split shot now skilled up. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Crystallize has moved off that off lane to give Roger a bit of space to try and find his levels and farm. Doom is available now as well. He's got that ultimate. Whether they want to try and make a move so quickly, maybe with the duel combined as well. For Roger, it looks like he's only there for XP. 31 last hits, as the Timber Sword does seem to be able to move him away from the creeps, obviously with the Chakram. It's not something you want to be stood in, especially as a melee hero. Meanwhile, mid lane, Chronosphere is going to be committed. There's going to be the Skarath Mage ult now as well, and it looks like they are going to be able to secure the kill as Reggie TPs himself into the Chronosphere, but doesn't last a lot longer. The Fisher comes out, Chakram's going to fly onto Seneko as well. Is he going to be able to get himself away? A little bit more mana comes out from Dendi there. And now they're looking for this ward, but LeBron is there with the slow. It doesn't look like the Timber Sword wants to follow up just yet, as Crystallize moves himself back between Seneko as well as the rest of Double. But Roger coming in. Doom's going to be used the Fisher. There's going to be the Chain Frost bouncing around as well. Bounces to the creep and back to Roger. Is General looking for a duel? Is there going to be enough damage with the Timber Sword there? He is doomed up, but just look at the damage. He's really not taking a lot. And now Roger, it looks like Undershock's back in as well. The Mystic Snake comes out the Chakram, and Regix finds the kill with the Whirling Death. So level 1 on the Mystic Flare. It does 600 damage as General. Finds the duel onto the Earthshaker. And no fear. Just getting caught out. The Warden around. If we take a look, it is pretty decent. Meanwhile, mid lane, are they going to try and make a move onto Seneko? The Timber Sword is there, taking a lot of magic damage though.
Radiant's middle tower has been denied.
So Undershock, Seneko moving himself back, and the sentry does go down now as the tier 1 falls. Meanwhile, General up on the top lane, level 10, got himself the 10 dual damage from that Earthshaker.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And the tier 1 tower top lane taking just creep damage. The Timber Sword is going to be there to try and clean this up though. Meanwhile, bot lane, Chronosphere available in 23. Seneko got the mana now as well for another Mystic Flare.
Is under attack.
Almighty money. Double damage.
Crystallize. What is he gonna? He's going into the Shadow Blade, so it looks like that could be the Silver Edge coming out on the Faceless Void,
Radiant
as opposed to the Legion Commander. 3 heroes stacking up onto the tier 1 tower. Are they going to try and pressure this in? Oh, that's a decent stack. It's actually been given over. The Thunder God's Wrath comes out just for the scouting gold. Pretty darn low. Tries to back himself away.
Is under attack.
Needs to play it safe. But he did manage to get a decent amount of the ancient stack. Only 3 of them
Dire's
remaining.
structures are fortified.
Well,
Dire's
Crystallize takes the
bottom
tower on the
tower
bottom
has
lane.
fallen.
LC. Are they going to look for the duel? The Chronosphere is up and they could try and go for this once again. Taking down Undershock, but Undershock just TPs himself away. Sees that there's heroes missing on the map and just doesn't want to stay on this lane at all.
Tower is under attack.
Dandy. Mid lane. Got himself the Soul Ring and the Veil now.
Dire's
I assume
middle
he's going to be
tower
queuing
is
up the
under
Bloodstone
attack.
sometime soon as well. So 15 minutes in, we are 6-4, 2k net worth
Dire's
lead on
top
to
tower
NaVi.
is under attack.
Yeah, and Zeus just queuing up
Radiant's
the
bottom
Bloodstone now as
tower is
General.
under attack.
Takes a tier 1 tower on the top lane. One more right click, he actually gives it to
Dire's top
Kati
tower has fallen.
for all his hard work.
Dire are scanning.
General respect in the little people that make
Radiant's
things
bottom
happen.
tower is under attack. Radiant structures are
Let me
fortified.
attribute.
Smoke is there with the Mystic Flare available as well. As well as the Blink Dagger onto LC.
Radiant's bottom tower
Crystallize.
has fallen.
Got himself a haste. He's not looking for a Chronosphere just yet. The rest of his team, are they going to move to support? As Roger does have the Doom available once again.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And it looks like a 5-year-old scribble on the map as both teams, they've got the battle plans there in the mind. They know what they want to be rotating through, what they want to be looking for. General. Just trying to throw out the overwhelming odds, and if we take a look at the damage, it is level 4, so it's got a decent amount of damage on that as the Bat Rider tries to come through, but the ward does spot him out, blinks himself away. No feeling LeBron. Sitting in the smoke, trying to rotate round. It looks like no vision for NaVi now. It did get dewarded. As the push comes into the mid lane.
Dire's middle
DD,
tower
need to be
is
careful
under
how they commit
attack.
to this.
Dire's structures are fortified.
And they're so careful about committing to this. They think the best way is just not to. The tower getting pretty darn low. Regix sitting behind, just trying to look what he can for with the chakram, trying to slow. Meanwhile, Zeus, Dendi, close to the Bloodstone. He's only about, well, with the mana boots, if he wants to break those down, about 900 gold away from being able to finish that.
Yes.
So Roshan being started on. There's no vision for the Dire. They don't know this is going on, and there is that deep ward near the shrine to see any TP rotations in. So Sineko just hanging around with Roger on the edge of the pit Imbers to throw out that Doom just in case anybody does come in. And it looks like DD, they don't know this is going on, so they aren't going to be able to try and contest this.
Roshan has fallen to the
Now
Radiant.
Crystallize gets himself the Aegis. Three heroes, bottom lane, with the Mystic Snake clearing up this wave. Easily. Crystallize with the Invis, the right clicks comes out. Is there going to be a duel? The Legion Commander's not in range. It's going to be the Thunder God's Wrath. Dendi making sure those
Radiant's
kills
bottom
were
tower
secured.
is under attack.
That's exactly what you need to do
Dire's top tower is under attack.
as a Zeus. To Crystallize with his Aegis, going towards the Diffusal Blade now as well. Timbersaw already got himself a Bloodstone, going towards the pipe. And Snako is level 8. He's gone for the 4 points into the Ancient Seal just to add a little bit more magic damage. I say a little bit, it's 45%.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Ragix Timbers chains himself forward. The Veil is going to be there. The right click's Dendy. Throwing out the Lightning Bolt as well. General, is he going to try and go for the duel? The Mystic. No, the Echo Slam comes over the top, just blocking Snako from being able to get off his ult. And now it's going to be Ragix that actually wins that. As Faceless Void was Stone Form, but it looks like this is going to be the fight that goes the way of DD. Roger just hanging himself around, trying to protect Crystallize wherever he can, but Crystallize gets the Time Walk away. No more mana though, now though. He's going to be chased down. Does have the Aegis available, but it seems like a bit of a waste. It's NaVi. Are they going to lose 4? Yeah, Crystallize easily taken down by all 5 heroes on the side of DD. And if we take a look at the fight recap, 4 heroes goes down. Roger just boogies himself away as Ragix now. 18 Bloodstone charges. Trying to chase down Roger. The blink forward, the enchant totem is off the mark, but the Fisher to follow up on Roger now. A little bit late, but all 5 heroes on the side of NaVi go down. The duel is going to be there. Ragix trying to throw out whatever he can to try and slow this down, but with the Thunder God's Wrath, General does secure the kill. And now Timbersaw being chased down with that silence. Can't chain himself away, but does just manage to walk himself away, as General doesn't want to chase.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Top tower under shock. Has the ult in 18. Crystallize doesn't have his for 41.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Timbersaw.
Top tower is under attack.
The blink in. That's going to be the last ult into the chakram now as well. The silence comes out from Snako. But it looks like Roger just getting himself out safely. Snako is going to be there. They're going to try and follow this up. No Chronosphere again. For the next 14 seconds, the Fisher comes through onto Roger as well. He does have the Doom if he wants to try and throw this out, but it looks like NaVi. They've lost the tier 1 tower and they just backed themselves up. They don't want to try and fight this without all 5 ultimates up.
Haste. This will do nicely.
LC with the armlet, 24 dual damage, blink dagger.
Dire are scanning.
As we saw in the river, it was able to find the pick off from full health on the Earthshaker, even with the Timbersaw there to try and help out. Just wasn't enough as General. Just running himself around the map, looking for the farm. Net worth, sitting on 8k. And I wonder what he goes for next. With Crystallize having that Shadow Blade. Whether he does move himself into the Silver Edge. Snako under shock is there in the lane. Are they going to try and go for this with 4 heroes on the side of DD? Pretty close by.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Sentry Ward drop just to make sure they
Radiant's
can't get
bottom tower
surprised
is under
by the
attack.
Faceless Void.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Meow Roger going to be TP into the shrine. Crystallize rotating down there as well. Fear, they do find Snako. Snako, is he going to go down before this fight starts? They do find the kill. Chronosphere catches on to 2. Lasso, gold. It actually gets purged off. The Thunder God's Wrath does fly as well. There's going to be the Doom onto the Earthshaker. Now Roger being chased down. He tries to use his 1 charges to keep himself healthy, but Undershock with the double kill does find that, and now Crystallize runs himself into a bit of trouble, gets the Time Walk down to the low ground, and is able to back himself off. Meanwhile, the blink comes off from General. General Echo Slam's going to be there. Is he going to try and go for this kill? The heal's coming out, but it's not going to be enough with 4 heroes hanging around on the side of DD. General does get killed off, and Ragix is the one that secures that kill.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Now the tier 2 tower is going to take a fall under shock as well as Ragix. Going to be able to clean that one up.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
9 to 12. 24 minutes in.
Time is money.
And net worth wise, It's just starting to dip. That should update. But the XP way, it's going the way of DD.
Radiant's
Regix.
tower is under attack.
Tier 2 tower being pressured. He does get silenced, veiled as well as the Thunderbolt coming out as well. This could be the death. Okay, the Lincoln Sphere is going to be there and he just walks himself away. The blink forward, the duel, but the Timber Chain away. Is it going to be enough to find the dual damage kill? It looks like it's not going to be, as General caught down in the low ground now. Going to be lassoed back towards the team of DD. The right click's coming out. General going to burn down to Gold's Firefly. And there's Thunder God's Wrath. Not cleaning up anyone as Roger just needs to run himself away. He is dusted up. He's got the Shadow Blade though. Everybody's chasing. Is there going to be anything to lock him down? Another dust to locate Roger, as it looks like he is going to be able to get himself away. Once again, if we take a look at the fight recap, 1 for 1, but the LC not able to find that duel. 24 damage just going her way. Yeah, Timbersaw the only other one with dual damage. So Crystallized Seneko hanging around. The Chronosphere is up here, and they potentially need to look for that. Well, they may even find it as Roger chases down Gold. Gold going to be able to force staff himself away. And Seneko not even going to be able to catch up with the chase.
Well, that would be a treat.
Dandy got himself the
Almighty money.
Bloodstone. Only got himself 9 charges though. Lost 3 in the death. Must have got it just before that fight came up in the mid lane. And it looks like now with the group up, is there a smoke available? Nobody carrying one. The Diffusal Blade does come out from the Faceless Void now, so potentially I'm seeing him move into that Manta style. Yeah, just going for this classic Faceless Void build. Being able to use your illusions in the Chronosphere, you pop those out. The damage, as well as the mana burn, going to be very effective against the Medusa. The Courier found out the Shadow Blade. Would it have been enough though if he'd have found the kill straight away, but the Courier just in and out of the shop. As Regix being spotted on the bottom lane by the creeps. Is there going to be a rotation through though? There is 3 heroes on the top lane for NaVi. Roger moving himself towards the BKB. It's going to be an early BKB coming out for Roger. Meanwhile, LC, it's going to be 3 Shadow Blades, so vision and detection going to be the name of the game for Double D. No fear, Thunder God's Wrath, it is just going to be a scout in Thunder God's Wrath. They see Gold, but Gold with the Blink Dagger as well as the Force Staff, able to move himself to safety with ease. And the chase comes out, but Doom not going to be able to catch up. And once again, DD just grouping up. Roshan isn't going to be available now for the next 28 seconds. Whether that was just a scout with a Fisher though, seeing if NaVi were in fact in there trying to do it. Meanwhile, Crystallize
Dire's bottom tower
pushing up
is
this
under
tier 2
attack.
tower on the bot lane, just backs himself away just in case there's any rotations in. Again, 5 heroes, 4 heroes missing on the map. If we take a look at the vision.
Is under attack. Dire's bottom
So
tower
nobody on
is
the side of
under
NaVi
attack.
wanted to be caught out, playing it safe. And now, is there a smoke available? If we take a look at the items, no smoke's coming out as of yet. The Chronosphere is going to be popped. There's going to be the Mystic Flow as well. Crystallized with the Mask of Madness right clicks, but it's not going to be enough as a 3-man Echo Slam comes out from No Fear. Dust is used. There's going to be the Chain Frost as well. It bounces to Seneko. He just uses the split. Crystallized trying to get himself back. Seneko is going to be alive, but it looks like Crystallized is going to be the sacrificial lamb. As Dendi actually got taken down in the river as well by... Oh, he denied himself. Okay. That makes a little bit more sense as everyone on the side of DD started to focus down Crystallize. Now they move themselves into Roshan.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Roshan slowly being burnt away, but with no buybacks available on the Faceless Void, and Zeus only just coming back up. He does have his ultimate if he wants to scan this as soon as he comes back alive. Dendi, is he going to throw this out? Not going to be able to scout it in time, and Undershock now picks himself up an Aegis. General TPs himself away from the bot lane as the shrine is popped. The blink dagger from Earthshaker being used in incredible fashion with that Echo Slam.
Tower is under attack.
Yes.
Undershock. He's getting a bit brave. Roger is going to be able to scout him out, but the Aegis is available on Medusa, so even if he gets caught out, there is a decent amount of time for the rest of his team to rotate through. TPs to the shrine. So, bot lane, are they going to be able to find the kill? There's going to be the lasso onto Seneko, and the right click's coming up from the Earthshaker as he is taken down now with Dendi having the Aghanim Scepter, so he does have the point into the Nimbus.
Radiant's
I
middle
didn't
tower
realise he'd
is
already
under
picked that up.
attack.
Meanwhile, Roger,
Radiant's
is he just going to carry on
structures are
pushing out this bot lane, even though the mid lane is being pushed in? All 5 heroes available for the side of NaVi.
Radiant's middle tower
General
is under attack.
trying to come in from behind.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
But NaVi do give up this tier 2 tower as the push comes into the tier 3 now as well. Under shock, the Lotus Orb is there, so the Seneco's having his skills bounce back and forth. Does this just keep on going?
Dire's
Meanwhile,
bottom
Roger
tower
trying to take
is
down
under
Undershock. The
attack.
Nimbus used once again. Undershock getting pretty down low. Roger was stone gazed up though. So the Doom killed off in general. Didn't even try and look for a kill, it didn't look like. Meanwhile, Undershock. Okay, he's just holding on to the... Oh, I was going to say he's holding on to the Tome of Knowledge, but he just swapped that out now for the Cheese. Cheese and Aegis going the way of Medusa. Which, okay, yeah, she is leading the line, so she does need the mana back for that mana shield, the Aegis as well.
Haste.
And so far, the combination from the LC, Skywrath Mage, and the Faceless Void hasn't been effective. DD just being able to survive through it 2 out of the 3 times it's been attempted. Bottom lane. LC with the Shadow Blade just scouting out behind.
Almighty one.
Meanwhile, the blink comes forward. Is there going to be a lasso to try and cancel the TP? The Flame Breath as well as the Fissure used.
Dire's courier has
And the
been killed.
Timbersaw picks up that kill as General sneaks behind. He kills the courier off, which did have a gem. Which would have been great for these 3 Shadow Blades on the side of NaVi. Crystallize moving himself up to the tier 2 tower. General is going to be able
Radiant's
to
bottom tower is under
to
attack.
link up with him there if he wants to move it in, but the
Dire's
tier
top
3
tower
tower
is
on the
under
bot lane
attack.
is being pressured in by the Timbersaw. As well as Undershock.
Dire's structures
Now has a
are
Skadi as
fortified.
well. So this is going to be one
Dire's top
very
tower
hard
is under
Medusa to try and
attack.
kill. You've got to get through the
Radiant's
Aegis
bottom
and then the
tower
Cheese
is
as
under
well.
attack.
Meanwhile, the lasso comes out, the Nimbus is going to be there. It doesn't look like it's going to be enough. The BKB is popped. Roger, is he going to be able to do anything about this? Still holding on to the Doom for now. The Lotus Orb is there onto the Timbersaw in case Roger tries to throw that Doom. And Doom just taken down. Roger
Dire's top tower
unable
is
to
under
defend the
attack.
space. Dendi looks for the
Radiant's
Chain
bottom
Lightnings
barracks
as
are under attack.
Crystallize did push up. Meanwhile, back on the bottom.
Radiant's
The
bottom
Fissure comes
barracks
through. It is
has
going to hit
fallen.
onto Dendi. Dendi trying to move himself away. Only got himself the 6 Bloodstone charges.
Radiant's
The
bottom
deny coming up in
barracks are
10
under
seconds
attack.
though. It's an echo. Needs to be careful. The blink comes through. There's going to be the duel onto the Lich. And now General gets himself up to the 38 damage. Are they going to try and go onto the Earthshaker? No. Earthshaker instantly gets the blink as soon as he TP's back. General getting pretty down low though. Does need to be careful. The buyback comes through from the Lich. Meanwhile, mid lane, is there going to be a chase? It looks like Undershock turning this around back onto Dendi. Dendi does need to be careful. The Chakram flying out now as well. The damage to Timber Chain. It could be a dead Dendi. He's getting pretty low. Can he get himself to a shrine to keep himself healthy? He's walking that way, but the heals, the Bloodstone charge with the deny used once again, and now he's down to 4 Bloodstone charges. That is a sad, sad Bloodstone. Regix, the right click's going to be there. Is there going to be a Chronosphere over the top as well? They could look for this. The stun comes out onto Undershock. Regix being chased down. The Chronosphere hasn't been committed just yet. And it looks like he may even be wanting to bait out the Stone Gaze before he goes for that. But with the Chronosphere, Seneca was there with the Mystic Flare. They could have found at least 1 kill just because of the magic damage. So now, DD, 4 heroes stacking up on the Radiant high ground. Doom, with the blink away from the Batrider, just gets himself away safely. Roger again holding on to this Doom. So NaVi not wanting to commit the ultimates. The sentry ward, the creep spots him, so Roger just moves himself away. He knows there's a ward down there now. And Christ, there's a big chain of them. As the shrines being taken down, this is going to make it harder for NaVi to get towards Roshan. General, with this 38 dual damage, he's got himself a gem now as well. So they are going to be able to de-ward those sentries. Meanwhile, Roger's just on a mad mission. Ramboing himself up into the behind enemy lines. Right clicks the Timbersaw, and now what do you do, mate? You're just trying to walk yourself away, but there's 3 heroes around. Roger, 4 heroes, even the Chain Frost does come through. Bounces through, Crystallize, gets the Chronosphere. There's going to be the God's Wrath as well. It comes over the top, they find the kill onto Ragix, and now they're going to try and take down Gold. But Undershock is there though to try and clean this up. Crystallize with the... It's actually with the Bloodstone. Timbersaw comes back pretty much straight away. The duel coming out. It looks like this could be a lost one for General as the Fisher stuns him long enough for Ragix to find the kill. And now Roger, well, man mode Roger is going to take the fall, and only Dendi gets himself away. The chase is on Dendi, being body blocked up now as well by Ragix. Yeah, this is going to be a dead Dendi, even with the buybacks coming in from General as well as Roger. Nimbus is going to be popped. I think they're going to be able to find the kill though. Onto the Timbersaw. The Stone Gaze does come out. Roger just being kited because Undershock so fast gets himself back in front of the Doom.
Radiant's top tower is under
With the Doom being out on the Timbersaw, he can't get himself away safely, but he's got 15 stacks in the reactive armor, so he's going to be able to just regen up through this, especially with that 24 points into the Bloodstone as well. Lotus Orb, so he is stacking so much regen. Look at that, 14, oh, down to 3 stacks on the reactive armor, and he's still got 50 health regen. Undershock being spotted out, Seneko.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
And Aegis and Cheese consumed by the Medusa. And I'm not sure what NaVi do to try and get themselves back into this. They are 1 lane of racks down, tier 3 tower on the mid exposed now as well. Crystallize. Yeah, he's going for that Manta style, so he's not actually going to go for the Silver Edge just yet. As Elsie and Doom not looking for one of their own either. So the reactive armor is just going to carry on stacking up for the Timbersaw. General looking for the push on the top, but the TP comes in from the Timbersaw up onto the top lane. Rajix. Now they are going to be walking right close to each other as General does get the Shadow Blade off. And the blink comes off cooldown in a second, so if he wants to blink himself further into the jungle. And the scan going to be completely in the wrong place. The Fisher just committed for the creeps, it looks like. 40 minutes in, 14 to 22, NaVi. 12k net worth down, Undershock. Getting himself towards an AC. Already got the Butterfly as well as a Skadi, Lincoln Sphere and a Yasha. Ragix with the Hex now as well. Pipe 24 charges in the Bloodstone compared to Dendi's 4. That's a little bit depressing.
Radiant are scanning.
You are crystallized on the bottom lane. Just looking for whatever farm he can find. He does have the Mantis down now. Now he's going back for that Silver Edge. It looks like he's going for at least an Orchid as well. TP, what a NaVi looking for. Roger leading the line with his Shadow Blade. He is going to be able to spot out LeBron. There's going to be a Sentry Ward dropped as well. Roshan is back up. The Nimbus comes out, but Gold Force stabs himself away. Undershock throws out the Snake. And now even with the Nimbus, the lasso comes off Roger. Going to be purged off. The Echo Slam comes through. The BKB from Roger is going to be protected, but General not so lucky as the Chain Frost bounces. There's going to be the Stone Gaze as the Chronosphere does come up. The Thunder God's Wrath as well, but Timbersaw still incredibly healthy. 63 health regen, and now Crystallized could be in a lot of trouble. The Hex comes out, and it looks like they are going to be able to chase him down. And Seneko just calls the GG. As No Fear takes down Roger. Ragix gets himself a double kill.
Dire victory.
So DD are going to take the first map. And NaVi will need to rethink the draft for the second match. Again, if they lose this one, they aren't down and out completely. They do drop down to the lower, the losers bracket, sorry. So it's going to be hard to fight through that. But we'll be coming with the second game shortly. Stick around. It's going to be NaVi versus Double Dimension. Match 2 coming up soon.